Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killerrodan. So today I'm going to be uploading something from our original channel, and yes, of course I will post a link down below for my second channel. I'll be talking about movies and such. I'll be way more frequent about that kind of subject matter on that channel. And of course I'll post a link down below for us as well. If you want to see some more game related content, he'd be way more faster in terms of that if that's your cup of tea. So for today's video, I just want to focus on pregnancy. Yeah, subject matter I keep bringing up again and again on repeat on this channel. Oh boy, Christ. It just comes out, I might as well have a fetish for that in that case. That's how I often bring it up. I mean, okay, it's been around, sure, but it's kind of sporadic here and there, but I brought it up enough times that it could raise some questions. Raise some answers, some eyebrows, I mean. But that's kind of besides the point. To be more specific, yes, why it involves a pregnancy, and then to be more specific, or a reaction to it. To be more specific, it comes with the whole thing with the LGBT plus community, and to be more specific, lesbians and bi. I mean, okay, first of all, obviously, it's not that it's anybody's business, obviously, but okay, that aside. But one thing I just keep hearing on repeat is that whether it's two lesbian women or two bi women, or maybe one's a lesbian and one's bisexual. Of course, quite a few of these individuals are going to want to start a family. That in itself is not the issue, really. Personally, I don't give a shit, really, if they want to, because that's something they have to deal with until the child is 18. That's going to, of course, be quite a while. I don't have to deal with that. So, if anybody, literally anybody's willing to put up with that, more power to you. But that's kind of besides the point, because the thing I keep hearing like on repeat is that people just automatically assume that one of these individuals is cheating. It's like, oh yeah, how else are you going to have a baby? How else are you going to have kids? You don't have a man involved. I don't know. And I don't get it. I mean, this kind of thing I spoke about before, but I just, like, what, once other time than just this video? I mean, there is ways around this, like a sperm bank, for example. I mean, that's not the only way, because another method is, of course, someone being a surrogate mother for them. That's a method. There's like multiple ways of doing this, is what I'm saying. Maybe one of them is a pre-op trans that they just didn't have bottom surgery, or one of the two is intersex or hermaphrodite. Point being, there's multiple ways in which this could actually be done, and that's what I'm trying to get at. A lot of people would just assume that one of these two has a man on the side, and the other isn't aware of this. And they just always people just always assume. When I say they, I'm just using this general term. It could be literally anybody, and it's usually the religious focus thing. This, but they're acting as if it's literally the only way to have a baby, to conceive a baby, to be more precise, is with the aid of a man, because we all know what he has, down there. Which I find odd. How is it so hard to comprehend? How is it so damn complicated to understand? It's not. There's like the old saying goes. There's more way to skin a cat. I don't see how it's their business anyway. You mean to tell me that the pre-op trans woman or the hermaphrodite, or excuse me, intersex, can't just have just war sex and comes right in there, if you know what I mean? You mean to tell me that somehow escapes you? That somehow escapes you? I don't get it. What? Yeah, there's women out there that have dicks. So what? What the hell? I just don't understand how they can't comprehend that. And then a lot of these religious individuals acting as if there's some spiritual warfare, like some sort of battle, war going on. And the only people that can see this are the religious people, which in itself doesn't make any sense. And yeah, it makes the individuals really arrogant. Okay, that's kind of besides the point I'm getting at. But what I'm trying to get at is that people. The fact of the matter is, for this video, is that I don't understand how they don't understand. That's the bottom point of this video. I don't understand how they don't understand. That's the point of this video. I don't understand how they don't understand. There's more than one way, multiple methods, I should say, for a woman to get a cisgender woman to get pregnant. There's more than one way. Yes, yes, I understand that. Maybe there will be a trans man who still has the vagina, just like the other way around. Was said male to female pre-op trans woman still has the the wang. Looking for the other way around too, a female to male. Maybe he still has the vagina and hooks up with one of these individuals, and just proceed from there. If you know what I mean. What's in itself is fine. Oh, those gonna be also the intersex male. Yeah, a male hermaphrodite. Those exist too. Yeah, like oh no, like really that happens in real life. Oh my god, you can actually back that up with science. Yes, I do realize that people out there were trying to use science as a way to go against this, but even though you can actually use it to support it, I find it just absolutely hilarious that the religious people, generally speaking, are against science, but they will use science benefit them if they see fit, which yes makes them really hypocritical. I'm really just gaslighting. But I can't use science to back myself up. Only they can. That doesn't seem right. I mean, okay, like I said, we're just going off track a little bit here. It's just the fact of the matter that I just find it odd that they find it odd. I find it weird that they find it weird. I find it strange that they find it strange. Like it's in your business. It's not like you have to put up with a child. I don't. Doesn't the Bible state that to multiple and be fruitful and be flourish, have multiple babies? Do you want that anyway? I mean, the Bible directly says to rule the land, rule the sea, rule the air, right? All that jazz. I don't recall the exact verse at the moment, but you know what I'm referring to. Oh, excuse me about this. No, I don't remember the exact verse, but it's going to definitely the verse itself that I'm referring to. It's going to vary from Bible to Bible, whether it's the King James Bible or the Mormon Bible, so on and so forth. The verse itself, the exact wording is going to be very depending on which Bible you're referring to. You're going to change it up anyway. But the general idea is yes, be multiple and be fruitful. Howard said, you know what I'm referring to. The wording can be different anyway from the various Bibles anyway. The Muslims would bring it up. The Jehovah's Witnesses would bring up. Yeah, those bastards, Jehovah's Witnesses. I mean, they're going to basically end up the same exact thing. The wording might be different, but at the end of the day, it's the same goal, the same core things to have a shit ton of babies. And yes, it's a subject matter I mentioned before is that a lot of these religious individuals basically want to use the people, women, I mean, cisgender women, as nothing more than baby factories, which is stupid, if you ask me. And I mean, maybe you want them to have kids anyway, so I don't see the problem here. I mean, they shouldn't be forced to do it if they want to. I mean, if a woman wants to have like a shit ton of babies, by all means, go for it. I mean, this sounds like a whole separate video on its own, of course. But this is not a communist state. If it were, then I couldn't understand as to why you would think that. I know some people out there would just automatically assume that just because you support the LGBT plus community, their rights, a lot of people assume that in itself is somehow communism, but it's not though. Again, I'm kind of sidetracking it because that could be an entire video on its own as well. But just the whole pregnancy that a woman, whether bi or lesbian, wants to have kids. Maybe she and her partner wants to have, let's say, a bunch of babies. I don't know how many, like 5, 10, whatever. I don't care. It's not that I have to deal with that, but it's up to you. That's ultimately what I'm saying. It's up to you. But people just assume that he is. When I say he, like, it's like this other partner, somebody's having an extraterritorial affair. Is what I'm saying. She's cheating on her partner with this man or whatever, and they're doing this secretly. I mean, you realize there is such a thing as open marriages, right? Maybe she's okay with it. And I mean, I won't do that myself because I know if I'm gonna have an open relationship with anybody, I will not do no marriages. But this is me though. But that's another thing. Maybe it's not a marriage, but they just have a relationship and it's open. I don't know. Maybe the best friend gets her pregnant, whoever that best friend may be. Anyway, that'll be it, folks. I'll just what the hell, people. What's wrong with people these days? I don't know. See ya until next time, I guess. Whatever.